Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Wednesday, the 31st day of August, 2022, the last day of August as summer begins to slip through our hands and into fall coming next month. We celebrate today, Wednesday of the 22nd week of the year, the 22nd week in Ordinary Time. Coming to you again from this wonderful, beautiful wooded grove where hopefully there are no copperheads or anything else like that underneath the pine straw that I'm standing on right now. Church is over here, and the pastoral offices are, no, wait a minute, yes, church is over there. Church is over there. Pastoral offices are over there someplace. Anyway, today's our community mass for the Franciscan School. So it is our last mass in August, our third mass of the year. And today we continue to hear from Corinthians, Paul's letter to the first letter to the Corinthians. Again, never to confuse those who bring the message of Christ, the message of the gospel, with Christ. Because again, this is where divisions are beginning, that people are beginning to follow one of the messengers named Apollos more than following Christ, or they're following Paul because they think that Paul is Christ. Again, there's always a distinction between the one who brings the message and the one whom the message represents. And we can fall so many times into that idea of wanting to be popular as messengers, as ministers of Christ amongst our brothers and sisters, or in feeling that the tangibility of having one who can speak to us directly and whom we can directly relate to is the Christ in our midst, and that is not the case either. So again, there is only one Christ, there is only one Savior, there's only one Redeemer who asks us each to bring part of that gospel, part of that message of hope, of new life, of transformation, of regeneration, of forgiveness, of mercy, of love, to bring that to others, and never to conflate the two, or never to think that the one who brings the message, again, is the one who will guarantee and satisfy it. Paul ran into this problem very beginning in the early church. We still run into it today. Human beings are fallible. Human beings make mistakes. Human beings sometimes get the message horribly wrong. And yet, each of us are called to bring that message of the gospel to one another in as many ways as we can, in a variety of contexts, in a variety of environments, to allow God's will and God's love and God's life to be planted on this earth, as Paul uses that metaphor of, well, who is the seed, what is the water, and who helps that which God plants to grow. In the gospel, again, continuing in Luke's gospel, Peter heals his mother-in-law. Jesus heals Peter's mother-in-law, and she gets up and she waits on them, which is a wonderful act to do. But I hope that Jesus did not heal Peter's mother-in-law just so he could have a hot meal. But that leads to other people coming to Peter's house and casting out demons, etc., 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 because everybody wants something special. Everybody wants to get something, and so they come to Jesus to be able to get it because they're hearing that he's offering it. But again, he does not stay. Again, he does not stay amongst these people to become, again, a spectacle, or to become some kind of miracle wonder worker that people can just use and manipulate. He goes on to other towns because, again, this ministry is just not meant for one group, for one people, for one household. Jesus' ministry, his message, is meant for all people, which is why at many times Christianity can seem very controversial, because what we say is for all people, not for a select group ever, not for an elite group, not for a special group. God comes to become one of us so that all of us as human beings might understand the fullness of who and what we are. And may the Lord give you his peace.